All right, back to the car stuff. Back from my Hawaii trip, which was really fun, and this is what I came home to. My tire being completely flat. Yeah, it's been losing air in it the past month, I would say. It'll lose it in a day. Like I'll put 20 PSI and it'll be at like 5 PSI in like the next couple hours. A friend let me borrow this. Let's put air into the tire. There's actually a leak in the tire somewhere, so I'm gonna take the tire off and try to figure out where it's coming out from because you can hear it. All right, you'll hear the leak right now. It's somewhere in here. Maybe it was a good thing that my tire was going flat because I did not know it was that worn out inside. Because look at how much tread there is still right here. Like there's still so much on the outside, but then the inside. And then here's the hole. You guys see that? It's like a nail. These things did last me a long time though. Probably like 5,000 miles, 4,000 miles. All right guys, so let me explain. I know this was out of the bloom and everything. The bead locks were just sold. I posted them up for sale. They sold in like a minute. Usually when I post something for sale on Instagram, it sells like right away. Why did I sell them? Well, I'm getting tires for my new Nismo wheels. I'm gonna throw those on the back and I'm gonna have those on probably for like, I don't know, 5-6 months with a pair of tires, since I don't drive the Z every single day like I used to. I used to go through those tires in like, in about 3 months. But since I don't daily the Z anymore, I drive it only on my days off. They're probably gonna last me like 6 months. So these wheels are just gonna sit here. I can use that money for something else. Not gonna say what, but it's just something else I'm gonna use that money for. I'm for sure gonna get another set, so don't think these things are gone forever. I'm gonna get a brand new set of welds, again, the same wheels, within the next couple months. So by the time the tires on those wheels are done, I'll have a new set of welds with tires again. So, well guys, I didn't want to have to do this, but I think it's time. These wheels have everything. They still have the little booklet in here from Nismo, little certificate, so they're legit. And they still have the brand new center caps right in there taped still, so these things are fresh. I ceramic coated them months ago. When I put these ones in the front, I got them all ceramic coated by my buddy, so ready to go. And I'm pretty sad to put these on, but I think it's time. All right, it's been like a week later. I'm gonna go get those tires mounted on my Nismo wheels finally. So last week when I was driving out to go get them mounted, we were pretty much already there. It was like a 40-minute drive. And then last minute, I felt a little sick. Felt weird, I felt really drowsy, and I don't know. I just felt like I should go back home. So I drove back home and I didn't get the tires. So, all right, we're gonna go now and Breeze Type R. And so excited to see what they look like. All right, we got the tires on the wheels. These tires are super fat. I've never ran this size on these wheels, or on this size, but this is a 275/45/18. These are the Mickey Thompson ET Street SS tires, in case you guys are wondering. So I ran every single tire size. I ran, on my Cosmos, I ran a 265/35, that was weak. 275/35, that was still weak. 275/40, which was pretty good, but still has some room. I went with a 285/35, a little bit better. Too small of a sidewall though. And then now I'm doing a 275/45. So this is gonna be pretty big. I've done every size, so I kind of know the wheel specs or fitment for 350Zs already. I know what fits good and what doesn't. But the 275/45, I think that one, since the tire is fat and it's not being stretched or anything like that, like it's pretty rounded off right here, it's gonna be pretty close, I'm guessing, on the quarter panel here. So yeah, you can see they left a bunch of glue and weird stuff on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash them up right here outside real quick with some soap and water and clean them up and then throw them on. Nice and clean. Looks nice and fresh now. These things are so damn heavy. These are probably the heaviest wheels ever. Jesus Christ. They're heavier than my welds, heavier than my Cosmos. I think it's a tire. This tire is so heavy. Jesus. When it comes to wheel specs, I like my fitment really tight and really aggressive. Like these wheels are 18 by 10.5 plus 15 all around. So I'm running the same size in the front, but in the front I'm running 285/35. This is actually what I used to run in the rear. So I can run these in the rear and it would be perfect. As you can see, I have a little bit of rubbing going on in the front here, but just a tiny bit. It is really aggressive. A 275/35, I would recommend you guys. That way you guys don't have to rub or anything like that. Like, it's perfect. When I air out, it still tucks in and everything, like really nice. But when I'm going through like a curve, really aggressive, and I turn hard, it does rub a little bit. But yeah, I used to run the 285/35 in the back, and that was perfect. So this side tucks in a little bit more because it has a little bit more camber than the other. That way we can get my alignment perfect, because if you guys don't know, a year ago on that side, or 2 years ago, I had a small accident and I hit the side of that wheel and the front. So I got new parts for the front and the rear on that side. So to get the alignment right with this side that's worn out, this side has to have a little bit more camber than that side. And it's just to get it to go so the car's straight, go straight. So I'm actually scared to see what that side's gonna be like, because that's gonna be really close here. I'll just show you guys what the fitment's gonna look like. Look how perfect this is, watch. So you guys see it from right here, right? All right, you guys see some poke. There's a little bit of poke, but it rounds off right there. Once I drop it, it's gonna tuck in and it's gonna camber in a little bit with natural camber. And that is gonna be perfect. So the reason I did that one and not the 285/40s, which is what I used to run, actually, this is a lot fatter. The sidewall is bigger. That's, if you guys don't know about wheel specs, the 45 is the sidewall, how much taller it is. So this is a bigger sidewall and it just looks a lot meatier. Get to throw on the new set of Nismo lug nuts for the rear too. So I have these for the front, I just put them on, so finally get to use these. Didn't think I was gonna get to use them anytime soon. All right, so this side is super perfect. This thing is spot on all the way around. You guys can see that, so flush. Look at that. That is perfect. As always, the other side sticks out a little bit more. You guys can see this one has a little bit more poke because it has less camber. I mean, easy fix. All we have to do is add a little bit of camber, which I have SPL camber arms, so I can adjust that. Wait, forgot one last thing, the center caps. This makes the wheel look 30 times better. Oh yeah, looks so much better now. Oh. And this is the part where my neighbors hate me. But it's only 9 o'clock. Let's take this thing on a little cruise. I honestly have not driven this thing In so long, I probably have driven it 2 times the past 2 months, 2 to 3 times. So I really want to drive it, just cruise, listen to some music, which is my turbo. No, I'm just kidding, actually listen to some music and just enjoy the drive. Honestly, I've been missing this car so much lately and just been wanting to drive it. My throat's feeling a little dry too. My homie wanted to kick it and I told him no, just in case, you know, I don't want to get anyone sick. I'm sorry I haven't really posted much the past couple weeks. I was on vacation, then after that I came back pretty busy and just haven't had time to shoot. My car was down too for a pretty long time with no bumper, no headlights. For like a month, I got it back, went to the show, brought it back, went to Maui on my vacation, came back, found out I had a flat tire, and then I got tires 2 weeks later. So yeah, let's go for a little cruise. See if these tires rub. My neighbors are probably like, damn, finally he's leaving. I'll be back at like 12. I got a full tank of E85, so it's perfect. Let's hear some turbo flutter. Oh my god. I love this car, man. I haven't driven it in so long. Those noises are insane. I dropped the PSI on the tires too because I put them at like 40, which is so much on Mickey Thompson's. I dropped them down to 26. On the ET Street SS, I run 26 PSI. On the ET Street R bias, which I had on the welds, I run 19, 20 PSI, and that's like perfect. Like it hooks really good. So far, I haven't heard any rubbing from the back, just the front, which is normal. So the reason why I threw on the LM GT4s too is because I want to do canyon cruises and I can't do that with the welds. And it's always really fun going through the canyons and cruising and just hearing the turbo and stuff. Especially with this cage, it makes going through the mountains so fun because it really stiffens up the car and it feels amazing going through canyons or through curves with this cage ever since I put it on. And it's amazing, honestly. It makes huge difference. Like when I first got it and I was pulling out of the lot or out of the shop and I was at the first light and I turned left, the car felt completely different. It felt so planted and it felt like a whole different car. It felt so weird. I really have been wanting to take this car to the canyons and just go cruise and just enjoy it a little bit more in that way than just, you know, straight line racing. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Now I can go do like another canyon cruise, and I know you guys love those videos too because the 2 videos that I've done with the Z through the canyons have done really well. So I know you guys enjoy those, and then other people that aren't subscribed enjoy those videos too that can watch them. So I want to do a pull, but my hands are a little sweaty. Tires a little bit more, honestly, or yeah, I need to break them in. Need to get into the sticky section of these tires. I don't build my car to like strictly just race it or like, you know, just try to be the fastest car out there or anything like that. Like I don't really care about none of that. I build my car to enjoy it. Like I used to daily this thing all the time until I finally got a daily. So I wouldn't have to do it with this one anymore and, you know, just be getting in trouble with cops and stuff like that. But if it were up to me, I would just daily this car every single day because it's a great car, great daily, and it's always been good to me. And I enjoy driving it. I don't build my cars to just race them and that's it, and that's all I look forward to. No, I love my Z because, I don't know, it's just such a fun car to cruise in. It's not always just about racing. It's just like driving in it and just enjoying your car is like the best part. Let's go on the middle lane, get a little bit more room. Is that a cop in front of us? No. Big tire in the front on 18 by 10 and a halves. Just run a 275 35, not a 285 35, or else you're gonna be rubbing like me and you go through little dips and stuff. This car's gonna look at me all weird now because I flew by him. I wanted to do a 275 35, so I was trying to sell the tires like the next day, but no one really needed them at the time. Usually I sell things like that like quick, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just keep them, whatever. Alright, so I thought I'd just show you guys what the wheels look like right now. So I came to a parking structure. I used to always come to with my friend Jose, who would just chill and eat here and skate some flat ground. Look how clean it looks though. It looks so sick. The stance is nice because the stance is kind of like this again. It looks really good. The only thing that sucks is that they are black wheels, so it's hard to see. But I'll give you guys a closer look. You can see this one, when we did those poles, it didn't rub at all. Like, it looks really good all the way around. All this black stuff is my tire shine. Yeah, it's so perfect. Looks so sick. I love it. These wheels are amazing. These are my favorite wheels for sure. The only thing that sucks is that my Brembos that I have for the back, I took them off to run the welds because the Brembos don't fit in the welds because the barrels are too small. So now I have some baby brakes just showing in the back there. And I could put the Brembos back on because I have the Brembos and the rotors and everything, but I'm gonna throw the welds on again later on in a couple months. So I don't know if I want to keep switching back and forth, but it would look sick. It looks so good though. The side I do not like, I hate it. You can see it rubbed a little bit when we did those pulls right there. It's kind of like my 285 40s, honestly. The fitment is pretty much like exactly the same, except the sidewall on this one is fatter and I like it a lot more. Looks more aggressive, a little bit more meaty. But yeah, it does rub here the same. But at least it's not up top, you know, 'cause that I've seen that before and it starts eating up your tire. Like right here, it's just the sidewall, so not too bad. It's not really the sidewall, but you know, this is the part that starts to curve, so it's not too bad. But yeah, just a little bit. Giving you guys all the angles. I always like to show you guys how the wheels fit and everything, that way you guys can get an idea in case you guys are looking for wheels and you guys don't know what tire size to run and stuff like that. I'm here to teach you guys about wheel specs, well, at least about what tire fits. I love it though. It looks so good. Just looks a little bit more stealthy now, the car. All I need is my freaking hood, be a carbon hood, and then it'll look nice and complete. Alright guys, my battery's about to die, so let's head out. I'll give you guys a quick little two-step. I haven't heard one in a while before we head back home and put the car away. And then I'll show you guys in the morning what the wheels look like in the daylight. Should be a lot better. It's gonna be so loud in here. Alright, you guys ready? Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, this is the next day. Sadly, I did wake up a little sick. Gotta come get some Panero because my throat is not happy. Got a little chicken noodle soup to go. Should have helped my throat feel a little bit better. Here's what the wheel setup looks like during the day, even though it's still hard to see because the wheels are dark, but fitment is so perfect. Look at that. It's like spot on. I like it a lot more than the 285 40s for sure. The bigger sidewall looks so much better. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you guys like the weld more? Or do you guys like these LMGT4s more in the back? There's an old guy right here on the right, and he literally looked at my car with his mouth open like he saw a dead body or something. It's so funny, like every time I drive this car, people's reactions when they see this car because I don't have a hood is so funny. Oh, 997.2 Porsche. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully soon.